Quiet on set. Quiet on the set. 3, a 2, a 1. Hello and welcome to another episode of Questlog. It's a weekly show about video games old and new. My name is Tyler Everett, and this is episode 85, y'all. Joining me, as always, it's a Luke Phillips, everybody.
Yes,
Luke Phillips is here.
First.
I don't think I'm ever allowed to go first again.
Nope.
You know, you missed 3 weeks in a row, and you get bumped down. You get bumped down a peg. We had to bring Luke up to fill in. He had to do the extra work.
By showing up.
That's right. But we are joined once again, the triumphant return of one Aaron Kring. Welcome back, sir. How's it going?
You know what, Tyler? This chair, I was missing it. It's real comfy. It's good to be back.
It's a good chair, yeah.
It's a great chair, yeah.
Wait, I saw you take a little sip out of something there. What you got there?
Yeah, show that off.
Oh. Poking around a little antique shop somewhere in fucking Texas, maybe? I don't know. Maybe Missouri. I think Missouri.
It's hard to keep track.
Yeah.
You've been all over.
And check out this bad boy. This sucker, it's this little mug. It's like almost like a beer stein, little tankard thing, and it's got on one side it's got a sailboat with like an anchor and a treasure chest. On the other side it's got that same galleon with you can see
It's flying the
black. It's flying the black, and
the
it's
Jolly
got
Roger.
like a sword and an eye of reach. It looks like.
Yeah.
And then it's got a pistol for the grip there, and I'm telling you, this is the best $4 I've ever spent in my entire life. It's my new Sea of Thieves tankard.
It's
pretty
real good. Do you have some grog in there? Do you got some grog?
Sure. It's riot juice, actually.
Just getting blasted on grain alcohol.
It is vodka and blue Gatorade.
All right. Damn. Well, it's good to have you. It's good to have you back.
Good to be back.
Brian's not here tonight. He had to take the week off, but we wish him well. Hopefully, we'll see him next week. Yeah. So where you been, man? You've been on vacation. You've been all over.
Yes.
Just all over. Just everywhere.
Yes, that's where I've been. No, we went from here, drove out to California, met some people.
You went out California way?
Went out California way.
Hey, they got some internet out California way.
You know what? They do. They do have internet out California way. Getting free internet I was getting free internet from a motel that was faster than my Wi-Fi at home. So it was, they do have internet out California way.
That's pretty good.
But yeah, went and did some Disneyland stuff. Did some Redwoods stuff. Went to the Pacific Coast. And then grabbed Route 66. Took it home. Stopping along the way. And all the cheesy, silly things. That lots of like there's lots of dinosaur little statues along roadsides.
Yeah?
I don't get it.
But you had to stop at them all because.
Well, I mean,
because obviously,
yeah.
Who's not gonna check out some?
I mean,
statues?
you're not gonna not take a picture of a dinosaur statue with yourself in a compromising position.
You'll have to make those public. I want to see dinosaur Kring photos. That sounds good.
No.
Okay. At least that's sorted.
Kring, you ate a lot of food out there as well, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm kind of mad at myself because I went out to California and I went out to Arizona and New Mexico, and I only ate tacos once, and I was like real excited to go out and have some fish tacos because fish tacos are one of my favorite things. And last time I was in California, I had like all of the best fish tacos. Didn't have any this time, and so I was kind of mad at myself for that. But
Hey, you got disappointed by Whataburger.
No. I got disappointed by In-N-Out.
In-N-Out. That's right.
It wasn't even really disappointment. It was exactly what I expected. And I'm sorry, come at me, internet, fight me on this. In-N-Out burgers not that great. Their burgers are pretty good. Their burgers are good. I'll give them that. Their burgers are good. Their fries are absolutely horrible. They're pure trash.
You gotta have a good fry with the burger.
Yeah, exactly. Like there's the In-N-Out burger itself is good, but the fry is so bad that it just takes the whole thing down.
Email Aaron at questlogcast.com. Tell him why he's wrong.
Yeah.
Or,
Where's my table? Hang on. In-N-Out burgers trash. Changed my mind.
Doing his best louder with Crowder there for the audio-only audience.
I will say that the fries over at Five Guys,
Five Guys Burgers and Fries? Yeah,
exactly. And so then I did go to Whataburger. I went to Whataburger when I was in Oklahoma. I was in Tulsa. Got a Whataburger. And their fries are legit. Like, think of like McDonald's French fries, but good.
French fries are good. What are you?
They're like a fresher version of McDonald's French fries.
Oh, okay.
And they're just a little bit better. The burger, you can tell it's like this pre-made frozen patty. Like it's not super great, but it's better than Whataburger's basically like a really good version of McDonald's.
Okay,
it's really what it is.
I can get down on that.
Yeah.
Well, we're glad to have you back.
You have to like kind of mix the two to get a proper meal experience. What you're saying? Like get fries from one and burger from another?
No, just go to fucking Five Guys because it's better all around.
Cajun fries, well done.
Guys. Yeah, Cajun fries, well done.
Sorry.
Yep.
Like
Luke's got it.
Five Guys is the best burger and fries. Now I'll say that like if you're balling on a budget, go to Whataburger.
There you go. Heard it here first. If you have a different opinion on what fast food is best, email us, mail at questlogcast.com, and tell us why we're wrong. But hey, until then, let's talk about what we've been playing this week, huh? Hey, it's what we've been playing, and Kring, since you've been gone, why don't you start us off, man? What have you been up to this week?
I've been playing all the things, Tyler.
Have you?
A lot of catching up to do.
Probably a lot on that Switch, huh? Because you were gone for like 3 weeks, and you had this portable Switch, and that's perfect for gaming.
On my trip, I played some on my Switch.
Yeah.
I played a little bit of that Hollow Knight.
Oh.
That everybody in the Questlog family is all hype about.
Yep.
And, I don't understand it.
You don't understand it?
I don't get it.
What do you mean?
I don't get what I'm doing. I'm lost and utterly confused.
That's the point. That's the whole point of the game.
All right, then I guess it's great. It's working as intended.
It nailed it.
No, it's really fun, very hard. I am utterly confused as to what I'm supposed to be doing.
That's kind of the vibe. You got to be in the right mindset for it, because like the whole point of the game is exploring this this subterranean bug world.
That might be part of the problem. See, it might not be a good idea to play Hollow Knight when you've got your alarm set for 5:30 in the morning because you got to be at Disneyland at 7 a.m. and you got to also stop and put your dog in the kennel before then. And
we need to intervention. I think
it's like 11 o'clock at night and you've got like a half an hour to play.
It's because you do vacations.
Yeah, your vacation sounds more stressful than a day at work for me.
Some days, Tyler, it was.
Oh man. Well, beyond that though, yeah,
I kind of agree with Aaron. Like that's one of the things that just kind of puts me off a little bit is just getting into this world and knowing that I have to spend quite a bit of time just to orient myself and spend a lot of time traveling somewhere else to make any progress.
As good as this game feels to be on the Switch, as much as we've talked about how this game feels like it should be on the Switch and it needs to be a Switch game, it does not lend itself very well to Switch style gameplay of just pick it up, play it for 10 minutes, 20 minutes, when you got a quick break or something like that, and then put it down. I feel like it does not lend itself to that, and I have to end up playing it for like an hour to get anything really accomplished and sink my teeth into anything.
But you know what?
I disagree entirely.
Does actually work out really nicely on the Switch? The fact that you can just go back into exactly where you are.
That is nice that I can like shut it off. Except I come back and it's like when you get drunk and then you fall asleep on the couch and then you wake up on the couch and you don't know where the hell you are.
Okay.
It's like that.
Like that?
Yeah, it's exactly like that, Luke.
Okay.
You wake you come back into it and you're like, wait, where the hell am I?
I think, and my opinion's skewed a little bit because I'm now on my third playthrough.
So you know everything about the game.
I know where most things are. I know where I am now. I'm not lost anymore. So it's great for me because I'm playing through on Steel Soul mode, which is the hardcore no respawning, if you die, you're dead, your save is over.
It's the rogue version.
Yeah. So it's perfect for that because I can play for 10 minutes, make some progress, chunk some time off of there, and get right back to it. I fought the Soul Master during this week in Steel Soul mode.
That guy.
Yeah. And I just wiped the floor with him. It was I'm going to show you. It's going to be on the screen here, but yeah, this version of the game is pretty fun for me, and I'm really liking the thing that Kring just said it isn't good at is just like getting in and playing it for a little bit, or I can play it for 3 hours. It doesn't matter. It's like it just works.
But you know what you're doing, so you can get in there and play it for a little bit. When you don't know what you're doing and it takes you 10 minutes to figure out where you are and where you're going, then
Yeah. But you'll get there. It's like after you've been playing it for a while, you'll start to really know certain areas really well. Like, the Forgotten Crossroads will feel very familiar. Like you'll go through Green Path a few times, and you'll start to know that area pretty well. Like, you start to know these areas, and then you can kind of orient yourself easier. So you get to one of those benches, and you find the stag station, and then the next time you stray from there, if you get lost, you can be like, well, I can always just make my way back to I can get to a stag station or get to a bench or whatever and make my way back to one of those areas, and then I can get home. So that helps a lot once you unlock those things, and you won't be too far from that.
Yeah, it just takes time to really learn where everything is. It's kind of like Super Metroid. Like I can pick that up right now and can probably tell you where 90% of the stuff is at.
Yeah.
Right. I just need to be able to dedicate some time to it, but then there's been so many other things that I've also wanted to play that Hollow Knight's kind of being pushed to the back.
Yeah, you just got your PS4 back for the first time in 3 weeks. Thank you, by the way.
Yeah.
That was nice to be able to partake of that while you were gone.
Tyler, you really needed to play God of War.
I really did. It's contender for Game of the Year for me easily now.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
It's a contender.
It's Sea of Thieves.
We'll see. We'll see.
We still got a few months left.
I really, really enjoyed pretty much everything about God of War. So
yeah, it was a fantastic game. It was one that I knew you were going to absolutely just love.
Yeah, we talked about it quite a bit last week, but yeah, it could have been a fail. Could have been on paper sounds good, but it ended up being a perfect Tyler game in every regard.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
Yep, very glad to have played that. But what else have you been playing on your PS4?
Well, while on vacation, I managed to stop at a Target and pick up a copy of Mario Tennis Aces.
Okay.
Because my goddamn vacation too, and I'm going to buy a video game if I want to.
Okay. You played the demo for that already, right?
I had played the demo for that. Yep.
Yeah.
And I was super stoked about this. Because of the campaign mode that they had in there, and I thought it was going to be like they call it an adventure mode, I think, actually. But I thought it was going to be very similar to what it was in past Mario Tennis titles, where you're a person playing at a tennis academy and you try to get better so you can, and you work your way through tournaments and stuff so you can go and play against Mario, and there's a whole storyline there.
Okay.
That's not what this is.
What is
and
this?
I'm kind of disappointed. The campaign in this is shit. It's been like 2 weeks since I played it, and I don't remember totally, but I think Peach is probably gone. Mario's trying to save her, something like that.
I think that's a safe bet. I mean,
it's one of those things. It's the thing. Now there's like but what you end up doing is you end up playing through different areas, and like you'll do a match against a character that you're trying to defeat, or you'll end up doing some sort of a challenge thing, like you'll have to have like a tennis machine. You'll have to like land a ball in certain areas so many times on the court. It's just not. I mean, it's not that it's not fun, because it's incredibly fun, and I like the gameplay. I especially like the new additions of like the power strokes that they've got in this game. But
I like a good power stroke every once and again myself.
Fuck you.
There it is.
I'm just gonna go home. I'm just gonna go to bed. I'm gonna. All right. See ya.
Good night. Thanks for playing.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just not. It's not what I was hoping it would be. So I'm a little disappointed. But overall,
let's just call a thing a thing. Because I've heard bad things about that other phrase. I hear that what you are really wanting is just Golf Story, but Mario instead, and tennis.
Golf
instead.
Story and tennis.
Yeah,
yes, that's exactly.
You want Tennis Story, but
I want
Mario.
Tennis Story.
Yeah.
Well, I don't even give a fuck if it's Mario. I really don't give a shit. If they give me, if the people who made Golf Story give me Tennis Story, that will be my game of the year.
Gotcha.
So, I really just want Tennis Story. Because that's what the Mario Tennis games were on Game Boy Color and Game Boy Advance, and I was hoping they were going back to that, but they didn't. I'm not 100% disappointed with this. It's a very fun game to play. It's just slightly disheartening to
Gotcha.
not get what I wanted, but whatever. It's still good. I'll still play it. I just haven't played it in a while because, been doing a lot of driving every day, and up until getting home, and then I came back, and it's time to do
more,
VR things.
Or more driving. Yeah.
It's time to do VR things at that point.
So what you got for VR?
I played that virtual reality though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did the laundry.
Yeah. Yeah. Virtual reality is great. It was a very good beginner VR experience, similar to Job Simulator, or I think Accounting Plus. It's kind of in the same vein as those.
Yeah.
But yeah, as a huge Rick and Morty fan, it's fantastic. What did you think of it?
Oh, I thought it was about the funniest game I ever played until I played Accounting Plus.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Because I also played Accounting Plus, and I was going through a lot of those beginner VR experiences. I dabbled in the Moss demo, which he's freaking adorable, but I just haven't. It's a she.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
There's a Kring's Mind Blowers there.
Oh. But I'm gonna dig into that because I did pick that game up. But I've got. I sat through and I played through both virtual reality. I spent a lot, and I mean a lot of time playing Troy. I got the achievement in Troy for spending 1,000 hours as Troy, or spending 1,000 years as Troy.
Wow.
So
Troy is a simulation of a video game inside of a video game, and it's pretty neat. Everything's made of cardboard. It's just like a shitty knockoff of the game Roy from the episode.
It's the home console version of. Sure that it's like really shitty and crappy looking.
Yeah,
all the voice work's terrible.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
It's quite good. It's quite a good game.
Yeah.
But then Accounting Plus, like you were saying, it's one of those beginner VR experiences, but there's just while Rick and Morty is Rick and Morty, Accounting Plus is like if Justin Roiland didn't have Dan Harmon and just was allowed to go off the rails. Because it is everything is just way out of left field.
I feel like even with Dan Harmon, there's not a lot of rails involved. I feel like there's very few rails.
No, well, yeah, there's very few rails.
He turns himself into a pickle and slays an entire rat population. And there's not a lot of rails.
Tyler, there is a there is a level in this game where you walk into this room and there's this xylophone. And the xylophone is made of bones, and there's 2 skulls, and they're talking to
villainous
you.
Skulls? Or are they?
No.
Okay.
Just plain old regular foul bounty skulls. Okay. And they're talking to you, telling you, "Hey, come over here, play my bones." And so then you
Okay.
So then you pick up these other 2 bones that are like the mallets, obviously, and you start playing the bones, and they start getting a tremendous amount of enjoyment out of that.
Okay. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep.
And it is
that tracks. Yep. Yep. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
And it is absolutely hilarious to just sit here bashing these and then listen to these 2 idiots talk to you while that is all going on. And it's just fantastic.
Okay. I'm sold. That's pretty good.
That's the kind of stuff that you experience in Accounting Plus.
Nice. Any other cool VR stuff that you've been up to?
Yeah, I played Drive Club VR.
Okay.
And that might be... Drive Club VR is not my favorite racing game ever, but it might be my favorite way I've ever played a racing game. I've done the whole... like I had on the Xbox 360, Microsoft made their own racing wheel. And that was it's actually a really good racing wheel, and I use that quite a bit. But this just makes it feel even more realistic, and I've pinpointed why. So, like, you know how when you're driving a car and you're going around a bend in the road, you're not looking straight with the nose of the car. Your eyes have turned, and you're looking like ahead on the curve to see what's coming ahead. But when you're doing that in a racing game, and you're in the first person mode in a normal racing game, like your eyes stay, your viewpoint stays centered on where the car is at that moment. Like, you can't center your viewpoint down the road. Yeah, you can kind of look to the sides of the screen and see what's coming, sort of. But like, I found myself doing exactly that, like turning my head, looking into the curve to see what's going on, and it made the experience that much better. And I found out I was doing a lot better racing because I was able to like especially when I was in a car. I was in a I can't remember what car it was, but it's a very Low Slong convertible.
Sorry, what?
Low Slong.
It had a low slong? It had a low slong on it?
No, it's low slung, meaning low to the ground.
Slung. Oh, it's slung low.
Yes, exactly. Meaning it is low to the ground.
I legitimately have never heard that term before. So I thought you said it had a low slong on it. Like, you know, got a low slong, if you know what I'm saying. Oh my god.
The show was going off the rails.
I think we know our show title for the week.
The car with the low slong.
Yeah, low slong. All right. Sorry. Yes, you're low.
But anyway, when it's like that, I was able to like look down at the apex and see exactly where I needed to position my car in order to be able to hit the best racing lines. It was
really seems like the way to do it for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good stuff.
So,
man. Cool.
So yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get to try racing in VR, but that's like I feel like that's probably the best way to experience VR is in the cockpit of something or in the driver's seat of something, because that's, I don't know, that seems like the kind of experience that I want, but I didn't try it yet, so I'll have to come over and give that a go.
No, you're not going to now.
I'm coming to your house right now.
Do you have just a regular old PlayStation controller, or is there like stuff on your hands you can like turn the radio on in the car? Like, is the dashboard interactive?
I haven't tried to touch anything on the dashboard, and no, it's just a PlayStation controller. You just have the regular controller. It's not a glowy dildos game.
Oh, that would be cool. You're holding the things just like you're holding the wheel, and you gotta actually like grip them.
Doing this.
Yeah, and then just mashing the controls on the steering wheel. See, that's what they need to do.
Or do I want to shuffle the wheel?
Yeah, that's what you want. There you go, Luke. Just combine the two. Get like, you have like, make it like it's my car, and there's just like, here's a bag of fast food
Doritos.
Rubbish, and here's
Taco Bell,
like a pair of some headphones. Yeah, Baja Blast.
You go around the
pop
corner,
cans.
there's some weird scraping noise.
Yeah, there's half the car's falling off, and you can just grab things and chuck them out the window, and you're like messing with the radio, and that's perfect. That'd be real good. I'd play that game.
So you just want to recreate your commute?
Oh, no, well,
You're going 45, slamming on every about a mile.
like, come on, step on it. We got places to be.
Recreated Hall Road in video game.
Oh my god, yeah, it's Mound Road at 4:30, and I'm just hitting pothole after pothole while not getting anywhere for 25 minutes. Yeah, that'd be great. But then just also give me like grenades that I can huck out the window or something. Like, just really, really amp it up. That'd be great.
No, you get a bullet with one gun, or a gun with one bullet.
I get a bullet with just one gun. I only got one bullet and one gun. Oh man, that's pretty good too. Well, I'm glad you got to do the VR things. It's pretty neat.
Yep.
Pretty fun. What about you, Luke? What have you been playing, man? You kind of already talked about Hollow Knight.
Yeah. So I'm waiting until VR comes to Sea of Thieves.
Is that what you're waiting for?
Yeah. No, not really. But that would be kind of great to like be able to look behind you and like move your head around and everything and see other boats, and you get a fan and like feel the breeze coming across.
Would it though? Would that be great?
You get a fan.
I'll tell you what.
You spritz yourself every time you hit a wave.
Yeah, there you go. When you're at the helm, yes, I think that would be very cool. The second
I don't want to jump in the water and have someone dump a bucket on me.
Yeah, there you go. You get. Yeah, I don't think combat in Sea of Thieves would be much fun. Not that we ever do any of that, but VR's not the place for that.
This video says differently. They be playing.
Yeah, it was a little jokey joke there.
No, but Sea of Thieves.
Yeah.
Have we talked about that much at all?
No, I don't think we have.
Okay.
Not enough anyway.
New content came out this week.
Yep.
Sunken Curse, I believe they're calling it now.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It's fine.
Randomly on different islands, they have just statues of various difficulties, and you have to destroy them, and then you get doubloons and spend it on stuff.
Fancy jacket. You're not a fan?
Not a fan of this one.
I'm not
Is
a
it because
fan of your attitude.
you just hit all the islands as we were pulling up?
No, I'm not a fan of it because you two idiots just want to collect your frickin' chickens and do your statues, and you don't want to go after boats.
We sunk 2 boats yesterday.
Yeah, but there were many of them that we saw that we didn't go after because you guys were like, "Oh well, we got to look for these statues."
They were all really far away.
Yeah, Luke,
Yes?
when have we ever gone? Oh well, that boat's kind of away. Up until we were doing these missions. When? It's always
doesn't
been,
make any sense.
It's always been, hey, you guys want to go sink that boat? And then it's, duh.
Yeah, but that's when we didn't have anything else to do. See, just give us another night or two, and Luke will have all the commendations done, and then we'll spend our time chasing boats instead of statues. but for now, we want to get these done.
Kring does have a point, a small point, but
Yeah.
there is a point there to where, because these only last about 2 weeks, there's like a real big like sense of urgency in the first few days to get them done.
Mm-hmm.
Because things happen in life. You don't know what's going to happen next week.
Yeah, you might be in
if you're able to
California
finish
next
them.
week. You might be driving across the whole country.
Sometimes you drive across the whole country.
Yeah.
Then you
Yeah.
miss entire ones.
Yeah, I damn near didn't finish the skeleton explodey barrel one because of how difficult it was getting another crew to team up with us.
Yep.
And it was, what, the last night? And I
Yep.
finally got it.
Yep, you and I decided we're just going to go there, and you're going to hide, and you're going to get that thing no matter what. And if I have to die or do, weird collusion to try to trick other boats into letting me stay or whatever, that's fine.
Yeah.
But you were going to get that goddamn commendation.
Yeah, I stayed in a tower for about 30 minutes with my character sleeping to get these.
Yep. So anyway, yeah, I think, I don't know. I like it. It changes things up a bit. I like that the things stay in the world afterwards to, keep you doing stuff. Like the gunpowder skeletons still show up randomly. They'll show up during strongholds, forts and stuff like that. So, yeah, overall,
Which are
I'm
fun.
pretty
They
happy
added, that's
with
a
this.
real nice element of fun they added to the strongholds.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the statues will do, if those will stick around, or if maybe there will just be more like loot in the water near them if you hear one. So maybe you can get something out of it. But I can't think of much reason to do them after the event. Kind of like the thrones, they don't really do anything. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But
Another
Yeah.
2 weeks of this, and then Curse Sales will come out. Should have the new 3-man boat.
is it another 2 weeks, or is it
That's what I'm
just
hyped for.
another week?
Well, this is supposed to last 2 weeks. So I'm assuming they're going to do Curse Sales after this.
Yeah, rumor was Curse Sales is the 24th.
Yeah. That's
So it would be
rumor.
another 1 week, right?
Oh,
Well, today's the
10 days
14th.
from today.
Week and a half, whatever.
Okay. Yeah, I guess you're right.
2 weeks from when this most recent one dropped.
That's true. I forgot that we've only had this for a couple days now. So
End of January or July, whatever month it is.
that's
Yes, new 3-man boat. Hopefully it's good. I'm excited
Yeah.
for it.
cool. Me too. Well, I believe that's gonna close out what we've been playing. Let's get into some news. Hey, it's a real slow news week, everybody. It's there's not been a lot of the news, but there's a couple little stories here I found. This one brings back some memories. I used to play a lot of RuneScape back in the
Why?
day, because RuneScape was awesome.
Was it though?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was the first real MMO that I played, and doesn't look like much, but it would run on anything, and it was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun back in that game.
Edgeville.
Hey,
I reckon
it's
we'll
Phil.
kill him
Someone's
wherever
talking.
he is. Yes.
Oh, there we go. Gotta love those autoplay videos. Anyway, story is, old school RuneScape was pulled offline because billions of gold just appeared out of nowhere. So apparently they were testing a new feature that allows you to pickpocket things in the game, and they made some kind of, error in the code and made
Just
it
some
so that-
mundane detail.
yeah. So pretty much anyone, I think it was anyone who was killing, I'm trying to remember how they found this, but like basically everybody ended up with the maximum amount of gold that you could hold in the game, which is a lot. Like this is, so imagine that, something in the scale of like World of Warcraft, and every player now has 2.4 billion gold. That gold could also be turned in to buy like premium membership time and stuff too. So there's players who tried to do that, and yeah, they wound up having to roll back the servers.
So they're just going to roll it back and get rid of that feature, huh?
Yup. Yep. That's what
Back to the drawing board.
Yep. But pretty crazy for a little bit there. I bet the population of that game was going nuts for a short while. I could buy anything I want. It'd be pretty cool. What's a game that you would want to just suddenly have the maximum amount of in-game currency on?
GTA Online.
It'd be a good one. Just buy
because
everything.
because then you wouldn't have, because the thing I hate about GTA Online is going into the game, and then there's that one asshole who's just spent tons of money and has bought some sort of ridiculous vehicle that is just going around decimating the entire server, and then you have to either swap servers, get the same thing, or go into the PvE mode, and then you can't interact with the other players. It's pointless at that point. Might as well go play the campaign. So that's what I want to see.
Do you, though? Because the whole point of GTA Online is to get money.
Stack dollars. That's true.
If you already have money, then what's the point of playing?
Good. Then they can release a new GTA game. Great. Problem solved. Then we can get a new one. All right. GTA Vice.
What about you, Luke?
Vice City, yes.
You can buy the gold.
I don't know.
Sea of Thieves?
No, I basically have all the money already. I don't know. I can't think of one.
World of Warcraft for me.
Of course.
Yeah, but like, what do you do with all the money?
Psh, I don't know. Buy mounts. Buy mailbox dances from
Dress as
elves.
Dolly, Luke. That's what he's going to do.
You're just going to tank the economy.
That would be kind of fun, wouldn't it?
To destroy the economy and make gold worthless?
I would love to see how that works. I would just like go into the auction house, just buy everything. See
you just want to see the world burn.
Go into the auction house, buy everything, change all the prices, just play God for a little bit. I want to Martin Shkreli this thing. I want to just see what happens.
So then you can go to jail afterwards?
I don't want to do the jail part. Okay, well, anyway, there you go. This one is interesting. This I found on PC Gamer. There is a study that says that over half of parents let their children play 18+ rated games. This was done in the UK, and they polled, I think it was 2,000 parents, and most of them admitted, I think it was like 86% or something, admitted that they don't even look at the rating of video games.
To the shock of no one who's ever worked at a video game store.
Yeah, is this actually news? I thought this was like the common knowledge.
Tyler did say it was a slow news week.
It's real slow.
This is his version of a fluff piece.
I'm surprised that it's still happening that much, though. You know,
I'm not.
No?
No, why would you be?
I don't know, because, you know, there's a lot of younger parents out there now who grew up with this stuff and maybe have a little bit better understanding
of how
it
parents
goes.
didn't check the ratings either, so why are they?
But it's gonna count. Okay, so it's gonna count those people who are like, nah, my 14-year-old, I think I can expose him to something like Call of Duty, and he'll be fine. Or maybe you think that they're even ready to play GTA, but that's a game for 17-year-olds. So that 14, 15, 60-year-old playing an M-rated game is technically the same thing. So some of that's going to fall in there too and skew the results.
Yeah, I don't know. This I guess they actually specifically asked, like, if your kid is 10 to 14, you know, like that was kind of the thing. So they said like 86% of parents still said, you know, 10 to 14 they haven't been looking, or they wouldn't check. So
I was watching R-rated movies with my parents when I was like 12, 13 years old. So
you're watching them with them. There's a kind of a key differentiator, though.
It's true.
You know, like that's kind of always been my viewpoint going into it. I knew, you know, my daughter doesn't play a lot of games right now. She has a lot of apps on her phone, and I I know what she plays. Like, I have her show me
Mortal
what she's
Kombat.
playing. Yeah, that one was mom. Mom decided that one was okay, but that's.
So there you go, Tyler. You're part of the statistics. There you go.
I'm but that's the thing. It's like you make that decision with your child for your child. I know what she can handle. I know what she's, being exposed to, and
Right, but you're part of that 86% there.
no, I'm not. The 86% says that they don't pay attention to the age restrictions on games. I'm
that
paying
they
attention
don't pay
to it.
attention to the age restriction.
Yes.
Gotcha.
There's a difference there. That's what I'm saying is different about this story. It's not just like, oh, I don't, I'll let my kid play whatever they want. It's they're actively ignoring that and saying like we don't even pay attention to it. So yeah. There you go. Know what your kids are playing. That's all I'm saying. If you decide that they can play something that's rated for older kids, just know what it is. Right?
Sure.
Yes.
Cool.
Slow news week.
Slow news week.
All right. Well, hey, you know what that means? It's time for one of these.
Is it?
It's a topic. It is a topic. Topic this week is what games did you play exclusively at someone else's house? Heard this on another podcast. Thought it'd be fun to talk about here. So yeah, you guys have any fond memories of going over to someone else's house playing games you didn't have at home?
I didn't have friends.
That scans, actually. That makes a lot of sense.
No, I played.
Explains a lot of things.
There was a friend of the family, and I played. God, what was the game? Duck Hunt. It was Duck Hunt that I used to play at her house. I didn't have an NES. Back at that time, we had an Atari 7800, and so I used to play the crap out of that. But they had an NES and they had Duck Hunt, and I would go over to their house and just play Duck Hunt all the time. That was my jam.
Shooting light at a cathode ray television with a little handheld gun is one of the coolest things that you can do.
They don't shoot light, Tyler.
What do they do?
They read light. There's like an optical. Do you not know how the light gun works?
I know you pull a trigger and ducks die.
That's all you need to know.
Yep.
There's
Something
a little
shoots
sensor
light,
in the
whatever.
gun, and it reads the light on the screen, and based on whether or not. Did you ever notice how there's like a flash of like a white cube around the duck when you pull the trigger?
I
God,
know,
Tyler, you need to pay attention better.
I
That
had
white
Duck
cube.
Hunt. I had a gun, okay? I didn't have to go to some Sally's house to play Duck Hunt, all right? You don't have to tell me. I shoot ducks.
Don't try to high road me here. Just because you didn't know how shit worked because you didn't care.
Yeah, I was 4. I wasn't
Be
like,
inquisitive, Tyler.
how does this work? It's amazing. I just knew that
maybe
I pointed a gun at a
Duck
TV.
Hunt was out of your
ducks
age
died.
range, and your parents should have paid more attention to what you're playing.
Anyway, what about you, Luke?
Sonic was one.
You weren't a Sega kid. You had to go
Nope, never had
outsource your
Sega.
Sonic.
Yeah. And my friend down the road had Donkey Kong for Super Nintendo that I never had, so go play Donkey Kong at his house.
That's pretty good. Yeah,
Yep,
shout out
those are the big
to my neighborhood buddy Michael Weimer. He used to live 2 houses away, and he had a Super Nintendo. So did I, but he had way different games than I did. So I only ever played Super Metroid over there. Trying to think here. A few like the RPGs and stuff. I didn't actually have those, but and then Mario Kart. That was a big one. There was another kid in the neighborhood who had Mario Kart for the SNES and used to go over to his house all the time to play that. Get a bunch of us together. That was a real good time.
Nice.
Real good times doing that couch gaming.
Couch co-op. We need more of that. Of
Do
course,
we?
I need more people in my house in order
You
to
need
do that.
people on your couch. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's a problem. Maybe we can have one of those low-key loft parties with
Get
Karen.
our switches together.
Get our switches
Yeah.
together. 'Cause she had a couch up there. I'm sure of it. There was a couch up on that rooftop.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we need to do. Build
Or go
up.
camping again.
Yeah, or go camping again.
Sounds good to me. Well, that's gonna do it for this week, guys. Thanks for tuning in. See a few new faces over in the old chat there. Thanks for dropping in. You can find the show every week at questlogcast.com. You can catch it live at twitch.tv/questlogcast. If you got your own topic that you want to hear us talk about, go ahead and send that over to mail@questlogcast.com. Big shout out to Visager for the music that you hear in the show. You can find more Visager stuff at visager.us. A little bit easier URL to use in the future there. Yeah, and follow us on Twitter at questlogcast. You can tweet on us. You can tweet at us and on us. We'll let you do either one. We don't judge. We're not here to make
One costs money.
that call. Yeah, tweeting on us, it's a little bit extra. It's a little bit extra. But hey, you know what? We're going to be back next week for episode 86, and it's going to be crazy times and awesome. So we will see you then. Have a good week. See ya.
Good night, everybody.
Tweet on us.
That's the show title.